Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Susan and I am the beauty mom. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created that look you saw at the beginning. Step by step, I'm just going to be telling you how I did it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So I started off with our brows, and here I'm using the Beautylinebydidi brow pencil. It's a Nigerian brand, and I'm just using that to outline our brows, both bottom and the top. And then I am going to slightly fill in our brows in areas where I feel our skin is still showing. Next, I'll be defining our brows using Zikel Cosmetics concealer. It's a Nigerian brand as well. I'll be using the darker shade, which is exactly our skin shade, at the inner part of our brows, and then I'll be using the lighter shade on our brow bone area. I'm just going to be filling that in our brow area, and then I'll be blending with a blending brush. Now I'm preparing our eye area for some eyeshadow, and I'm using the eyeshadow primer. I forgot to record the picture, a video of the eyeshadow primer, but I'll be sure to leave it down in the description box. So I kind of mixed the eyeshadow primer with a little bit of concealer to give it that brownish color, and then I went ahead and started applying my color on the crease. Here I use the brown eyeshadow just to warm up our crease a little bit, and then because I want the eyeshadow to be pigmented, I went ahead to apply my NYX jumbo pencil in white all over a high lid, and then using this peachy color from the Nubian Juvias Place palette, I'm applying that peachy shade all over her eyelid, and then I am using the same brown eyeshadow I used on our crease. I'm just applying that at the ends of her eye area just to blend both in. And because I am going for a smoky winged liner effect, I'm going to be blending in that brown eyeshadow into the inner corner of her eye, like in form of a wing. From the same eyeshadow palette, I am taking another color from it. It's a kind of iridescent eyeshadow because it has a bit of purple, gold, and pink, and I'm just applying that on top of the peachy eyeshadow, just like a topper, just to bring a little bit of shimmer to it. And then I am lining her eyes. I'm using a liquid liner now, but I'm just drawing that from the inner corner of her lashes outwards, and I'm not taking it all the way out to form a wing. When I do that, I just go ahead and apply and place my eyeshadow on that liner, like that's taking the brown eyeshadow I used earlier on her crease. I'm just going to be placing that on the wing liner, the liner that I had drawn, and then I'm just going to be smoking that out with a small blending brush just to give it that smoky winged eyeliner look. So I'm just going back and forth with the blending brush, taking bits of the eyeshadow, that's the brown eyeshadow. I am just emphasizing on smoking it out of eye area so it looks more like a wing, extending it outwards, if that makes sense. So after doing that, I'm leaving the eye area for now and I'm going to her face. So I started off by moisturizing her face and then applying a primers. Here I used the Maybelline Blur Plus Smoothing Primer just underneath her eye to get rid of creased lines and all. And then I'm using the Rimmel London Primer for her face. So next, I used the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator and I'm applying that on areas I want to bring a subtle kind of glow to before applying a foundation. I like to do this because I like how after applying foundation, it looks like, oh, she's already glowing. It's not too matte and it's not too dewy. And for foundation, I use the Girl Pro Coverage Foundation, illuminating foundation as well. So you see that it brings this extra dewy, glowy kind of look. Next, I'm applying concealers underneath the eye area, but first I'll be using the darker shade of concealer. That's the one that is exactly our skin tone. I'll be blending that out and then I'll be using the shade lighter to brighten our under eye and the areas I want to highlight. Next, I'll be contouring and I just picked a random foundation I could lay my hands on, but it's a shade or two, I think it's 2 shades darker than our skin color, and then I just used that to low light the areas that I wanted to make less visible. Likewise, I'm taking a nose sculpting brush from Glam's Beauty Cosmetics and I'm just using that to define the contouring of our nose. After using that brush to blend out the areas I contoured on her nose, I'm going to be using a beauty blender to kind of warm up that area so that it doesn't look so harsh and all. And then I am going again with another shade of concealer that is a shade brighter than the initial bright shade I used, and I'm just going to brighten her under eyes a little bit more, just so that, you know, she doesn't look so, I don't know, but just to make that area pop. And then I am setting that area with powder, a pressed powder from Lady V Beauty Planet Cosmetics powder palette. That is what I'm using to set the areas I've highlighted. I'm just setting that area well before I then go ahead with my setting powder to bake. Before I bake, I'm going to be setting all over face and I'll be using the Milani powder in the shade Warm, and then I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set the areas I've highlighted, and I'm doing the reverse contour using the same setting powder. And now we're back to the eyes. So I am going with the same brown eyeshadow I've been using from the beginning. I'm just going to be smoking under eye. Although before that I applied the white NYX Jumbo pencil in a waterline and then smoked it out with the brown eyeshadow I used in our crease. And then I am taking my blush from the Classic Makeup USA blush palette and I am just applying that on her cheeks and then just at the tip of her nose. I like that effect of, oh, I just sneezed, but not like I have a flu or something. And then I'm going ahead to apply some extra glow. Next, I did her lips, blended everything all out, set her face with a setting spray, and this is how we went from this to this. Yes, such a great client transformation, some peachy vibes and some smoked winged liner. or should I say smoked out winged liner look. Yeah, but yes, peachy vibes, peachy on the lips, peachy on the eyes, and yes, I tied the turban as well. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you stayed this long, and if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.